You
Beautiful.
can just concentrate on
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sault Ste. Marie High School football on Saultsports TV, True House Sports Radio from Superior Heights Field in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Tonight's game features the White Pines Wolverines versus the Superior Heights Steelhawks. I am Scott McPherson, joined here in the booth by Ray Bazwa. And Coach, make your prediction today.
I don't know. You know, this is going to be a hard-fought game. These guys are both developing their programs, and I don't know. I think White Pines might be able to sneak out a W today.
And of course, you mentioned White Pines Wolverines looking for the first win of the season. They've had some tight affairs and a few where they've had a little learning curve. And like you said, both teams emerging and developing. So kickoff's there. Wooten's with the return. Lonice job by 19. Adam Hassan on his own 15 gets out just stop about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, he got a hold of that jersey. If he would have missed that swipe, I think two might have took that right to the house.
Absolutely, not much behind Hassan there in terms of pursuit. But nice job to bring him down at the 31, where the Steelhawks will take over.
You know, I'm pretty sure that Coach Gloucester's got his team ready, so I think we're going to be in for a nice, enjoyable evening of football.
One substitution of note, their quarterback with, I'm told, maybe a concussion. So looks like Wooten is going to take over for Chase Chirasolo in the quarterback spot. So let's see if number 2 can march his team down the field. Hand off inside to 18. 18, of course, Travis Snoot. Maybe enough for the first down.
Yeah, looks pretty close. He had a really strong performance last week, and he looks like he's off to a great start today.
21, Preston Johnson.
And again, I think Wooten, being the backup quarterback, is probably going to take it nice and slow and deliver the ball.
That'll be first down. Yeah,
I'm sure their game plan is going to be a lot of running right now. It looks like they're trying to run behind their guards. And I've seen in warm-ups there, they were doing a little bit of out in the flats there. So see what's going to go on for tonight.
Yeah. There's Wooten handing off inside to Travis Snoot, stopped with a good push from 32.
Hand off to Travis Snoot. He's met almost
J.D. Boyer.
By Boyer.
A host of other Wolverines helping on the tackles. A nice pursuit by the defensive line for the Wolverines, stopping. A little bit of broken play, I think.
Yeah, I think there was a jump, I think 44 for the White Pines Wolverines. Ethan Surratt got in the neutral zone there, so I think it's going to be 5 free ones.
And again, a broken play by the Steelhawks, and especially with a backup quarterback. He's probably going to settle into it, but get a little bit of nerves right now. And taking a few reps this week in practice, hopefully in his center. We'll be able to shore things up here. Lachlan Pennell-Berry, the center for these Steelhawks. Had a nice season so far. So Steelhawks looking to improve on their season. I think their record would be
penalty, repeat first down,
3-1.
5 for
Steelhawks. 1-3. And of course, like I said, Wolverines looking for the first win, so somebody's going to get on the board here, and Steelhawks looking to march early. Wooten's going to roll out. He's looking to pass. Nice pursuit by Marquis Strawbridge to knock it down. Pass incomplete.
That'll set up second down.
Bring up second and 5.
He definitely used his length there and got up. It was like he was blocking a shot in basketball. So, you know, if they're going to roll out, looks like Dylan Wooten's a little bit shorter, and he's going to have to get that ball up over those outstretched arms.
Yeah. A little surprised to see them go to the air there right away, but like you said, they've been working the flats and in the warm-ups, so maybe they've got a few design plays for Wooten to get rolling and toss that ball. There's Travis Snoot stopped in the backfield. 32.
He gets to the line of scrimmage before being
J.D. Boyer already with a couple of tackles to his
credit. J.D. Boyer.
Yeah, last week J.D. Boyer had a terrific first half there, and he ended up having to leave to go play hockey for the hockey draft, and he was an early candidate for our player of the game, and off to a great start tonight.
And again, Steelhawks with a little bigger bench than the Wolverines. Let's see if this war of attrition will allow the Wolverines to come out in the fourth quarter and keep the pedal on the gas here. So there's a sweep, goes to Travis Snoot, looking for a block. Max Clement out front, but
Travis Snoot runs
good enough for a first down.
10 yards and a first down.
55, Lawrence Solomon Ward and number 9, DJ Pine, in on the stop, among others, for the Wolverines, and they'll be moving the sticks. Bringing up first down from, looks like the 54-yard line of the Wolverines.
Solomon Ward.
Yeah, terrific run by him. The only thing at the end of that play there, he had his head down pretty straight.
That's a first and 10.
You know, I think the coaches, if they're going to see the film after, they want to get him on that, using his shoulder instead of the crown of his helmet to get that first down for them.
You're injured a long time, so enough of the first down. Like I said, Clement with the ball carrier, off tackle, left side. And able to carry some balls out. Ball's out. Looks like the Steelhawks will recover. Fortunate bounce for the Steelhawks after Clement picked up about 14 on the play.
Yeah, Jacob Day was able to get his hand in there and punch that ball out. That's some pretty good coaching there from Coach Depot on the White Pine sideline.
And Jaden Caldwell, like I said, the one to recover the ball for the Steelhawks. They'll take over at the 35 with another set of downs. So Steelhawks do a nice job marching here. Maybe we'll see the rollout here. We've got a full house backfield. Pass or handoff inside to Travis Newton. Good for a few yards.
He gets out past the 30.
Out to the 29 or so.
30, sorry.
Looks like we're gonna get a heavy dose of Ben Trevisanute here early on.
He does look like he's favoring his hip. Or is that, no, sorry, that's 48. That's Drew Hankinson looking a little worse for wear from that block. So, yeah, Travis Newt off the middle, Travis Newt off tackle, Travis Newt left, Travis Newt right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it looks like they're going to lean on number 18 here for the Steelhawks. And as they do, they mix it up to Clement. And he's able to get enough for the first down inside the 20 to the red zone.
Yeah, Steelhawks are really establishing that run game early, and
Boyer with the tackle.
White Pine's going to have to make an adjustment here to see if they can seal up that gaping hole over the inside of the right guard there.
Nice job, the Steelhawks, to move the ball, and it's nice, especially when you have your second quarterback in, to establish that run game, get a few points early, and then you might not have to go to the air as much or mix up or stray from the game plan. So. Oh, little screen out, past. Oh my goodness, number 3. Looked like the pass was intended for Anthony Hunt.
Into the hands of Hunt.
Wow,
he able to pick, and he had nothing but daylight.
Oh, there was nothing in front of him. He jumped that route. He was sitting on that, and there was definitely nothing stopping him from running down the field.
And again, like I said, other than the color of the jersey, it was almost as though that was designed for number 3. Probably surprised him that it was there so quickly and so on the money. But Hunt unable to pull it in, falls incomplete, bringing up a 2nd and 10, I believe.
Yeah, the down marker hasn't been changed yet. So
against White Pines, that'll back them up.
I didn't see that one.
Inside the 5.
Apparently there was a flag on the play, so was that a pass interference maybe?
No, roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, my bad. Okay, so instead of moving backwards, the White Pines Wolverines give up the touchdown. That's Travis Newt off tackle, left side. Travis Newt rambles it in. So went from an incomplete pass, turned into a flag, which brought it down inside the 2, and you're not going to stop Travis Newt from there.
No, you know what? That was a costly penalty, and they were making a little bit of a, a couple of great defensive plays there, and the penalty cost them, and it cost them a touchdown.
Looks like 13 will be on to hold it. Mason Deschamplain to hold for these Steelhawks, and Wooten with the kicking duties. Bad snap. Deschamplain is able to smother it. But a 6-0 lead for your Steelhawks over the White Pines Wolverines. 7:18 to go in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us here on Saultsports.com for our Sault Ste. Marie High School football loop. Of course, we have a game 4:45 for the juniors, 7:30 tonight for the same senior programs with the Wolverines and the Steelhawks. So come on out and join us. We've got some great night for football.
Looks like Coach Figures is getting the White Pines team ready for their return, see what they can do on offense, and see what Coach Boujol has dialed up tonight.
And you look at this White Pines offense, and they got a lot of weapons. They got a lot of guys playing 2 ways, a lot of guys that never leave the field. But with the low numbers, that's a necessity sometimes. But you got some great skilled players here. You got DJ Pine, Marquis Strawbridge, of course, JD Boyer, like you mentioned. A lot of these guys looking to stretch the the field here on the offense. Adam Hassan, of course, nice job running the ball, among others on this Wolverines team.
Yeah, it definitely is a disadvantage for the White Pines team. You know, they're single A team, best in their population of the school, and Superior Heights has quite a bit more, and pulling from a triple A standpoint. So, but it's good to see them competitive still. You know, this is what junior football is all about: getting them ready for senior football, and you know.
On the bench, and White Pines doing a heck of a job just competing and putting up some good offense and competition for these teams. Wooten with a low driver, squib kick. Pass 44 to number 4, Jacob Day with the return. Some nice blocks. He's able to still keep on his feet.
Wooten's squib kick is picked up by Jacob Day.
I figure he's going to have it at the White Pines 28, I believe.
Blaine Polson.
I know sometimes these guys want to get to the corner and use their speed. Sometimes they put on more miles just east-west, and sometimes you wish they'd just turn it up and find a seam, and that brings the Wolverines offense on the field at their 29. So they'll look to answer the early push by the Steelhawks, putting up 6 on the touchdown by Travis Snoot.
Well, I look to Coach Bujold to try and establish a little bit of a run game and blend in some pass there, but see what he's got dialed up tonight.
Strawbridge under center. He'll be doing the duties at quarterback. So like I said, we might see some run early here. And, of course, handoff to number 9. Nice job taking on his tackler.
DJ Pine with a good run there.
Falling forward,
beautiful
35. Marcus Gold with the stop, but a nice run.
Gets up great yardage.
7 or 8 yards for a Pine.
Tackled by Marcus Gould.
We're give him credit for about 9 yards, bringing up 2nd and 1. So. And the ball is at the 38-yard line. So nice opening play for these White Pines Wolverines. So balls again to Pine. Nice block up front by Hassan. Nice job, another 35. Marcus Gold shutting his tackler. 28 by stepping up.
He gets a first down.
28 is
for the Wolverines.
Johnston Oliver Johnstone.
Oliver Johnstone.
Another solid run by DJ Pine there. Looks like they're establishing that run, and I think it's wise of them to try and keep running that until the get stopped, right?
Yeah. And it looks like a carbon copy, too. Left side off tackle and able to get some good yards. So, again.
Well, they're running a formation similar to the wing T offense, right? So that's when whatever border or field side you're on determines where they're going to run an overload, right?
Yeah. And, of course, they're forcing them to execute and stop them. 19 runs
Hassan tries to get around the end, but terrific tackle.
Didn't look like he got too far on the play, but nice job with the contain of the Steelhawks. Looks like Brock with a stop. And Gold
from getting around the corner
on the defensive
sets up
side.
2nd and 10 for the Wolverines.
0 gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Adam's such a strong runner, and as soon as he learns to be able to, cut it upfield when the opening's there and he can't utilize that speed all the time and beat somebody to the far side like you mentioned earlier.
So brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line for the White Pines Wolverines. Strawbridge hands off to Pine. Pine gets outside. He's still on his feet, and he rumbles out past the 50 into Superior Heights
Pine with another beautiful run again. Drops the shoulder.
Sticks, first
gets
down.
about 14 yards and a first down.
You know what? 3 carries. I think he's got about 35 yards in rushing already. So great start for DJ Pine.
And again, other than that injury to Chirisolo, I think it looks like all the Steelhawks and all the Wolverines are available for play today. So nice to see these rosters making it through the season and gaining form. And ball's handed off again to Pine. Pine looks inside. 55 on the tackle for the Steelhawks, Blaine Polson.
Pine gets his number called again, Polson.
And, of course, Polson having himself
takes him down after
nice
about 4
season.
yards.
Yeah, you know what? That was a great wrap-up tackle, and he got him down to the ground
Sets
quickly.
up 2nd and 7 for the Wolverines.
2nd and 7 with Strawbridge. Maybe they'd like to go to the air, but I think they're quite content to stay on the ground, and they're gaining some yards, and I wouldn't make the Steelhawks stop them before.
100%. You know what? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Strawbridge takes a snap, hands off. A little broken play there, but Strawbridge looks over the dump. Pass, about 6 on the game.
Well,
number 11. Number 11, Damon Belanger with the catch. So
goes it to number 11, Damon Belanger.
Nice job with the big quarterback to field that broken play and hang on to the ball.
Definite
rush.
Had to improvise there, and that was a handoff play. You could see the back was running through the hole, and he didn't get that handoff, but he managed to just dump it over the outstretched arm to the Superior Heights defender.
So a nice ad-lib by Strawbridge, bringing up 3rd and 4. And again, I think you still keep it on the ground, but we'll see what they have in store here. Strawbridge in the shotgun, hands off to Pine again. Pine faced up by Polson, brought down by Brock on the play.
Pine to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Great tackle there by Drayden Brock there.
Right there.
And a great job by 55 to force him in, and that's what you're always telling your defensive ends, make sure you contain, don't give them the corner, don't give them the outside, and obviously Pine with the speed enough to get around the corner, had to force it back inside, and Brock was there to catch him and give him a big hug. So that'll bring up a 4th down situation. Might be looking to punt from the 43.5-yard line.
I don't know. By the base of that long chat with the quarterback, I think they're going to go for it here.
For the Wolverines.
And again, going forward on 4th and 4, looking to pass. And a little short.
Quick little pass, number 4, Jacob Day, falls in the dirt in front of him. That'll be a turnover.
Jacob Day, incomplete, and turnover on downs for the Steelhawks.
Yeah, quarterback Strawbridge there didn't get his feet set, and he had Jacob Day open for the pass, but unfortunately he rushed it and it didn't get there.
And a nice play call. The execution wasn't there, obviously, but like you said, not able to set and throw, and kind of confusing to me that they would throw the pass, but as you saw there, Steelhawks were playing that defense against Pine, expecting that sweep out this way. So
yeah, I think
they had that well defended.
They sent a little bit of a blitz there too, up the both on the A gap, and he got through home and it rushed the pass for sure.
It's easy to finish off those X and O's when they're on paper, but when it's live, it's a whole different story. So Steelhawks here taking over. Wooten rolls out. He's got a man. Nice catch. Sweet hands by Cruikshank. Looks like 72.
Wooten rolls out. Hits Cruikshank. He's run out of bounds.
Well, for a backup quarterback, he's throwing the ball very well. It looks like he's been back there for a while. So
yeah, some nice poise back there. Rolled out. He's chased a little under dress. He's able to deliver the ball to Cruikshank. And Cruikshank looked like a young Kelsey there, snaring that ball and reeling it in. Turned up the field and to gain a few extra to a gain of about 7 yards, bringing up 2nd and 3. Cruikshank is a big dude, so if he gets moving. Speaking of big dudes, there's 48 with the carry.
Hankinson gets his number called. He gets
Drew Hankinson on the carry. Probably enough for the first down. We'll wait for the spot. And yes, we are moving the sticks.
DJ Pine with the tackle for White Pines.
DJ Pine on the defensive side. So
for Superior Heights.
Obviously DJ Pine's going to find himself on the score sheet often. Today, had himself a big day already.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. They're doing a great job, Superior Heights, of blending the pass and the run here. So up to White Pines to jump up and see if they can get a stop.
There's Clement with the carry. Not a bad opening for a few yards. Looks like he picked up 5, bringing up 2nd and 5 for Max Clement.
Yeah, Preston,
Clement with another good run.
Preston Johnson did a good job there wrapping up, and but he was able to get, looks like about 5, I guess.
And that brings the end of the first quarter, so a quick one. Lots of action. Glad you joined us here for this tilt between the Wolverines and
Johnson
the Steelhawks.
And Walls with the tackle.
Just remember to come back at 7:30 as well. After we finish this, we'll bring you a senior game in the same this evening. Wooten does a nice job at a fake throw, and looks like he's going to run. He's going to carry on for more. One man to break. Number 11 with a tackle to save the touchdown. Damon Belanger.
20-yard gain after looking to throw it. He gets down to inside
Coach
the 40,
you mentioned about his poise and being a backup, but he certainly doesn't look like a backup there. He rolled out.
He's brought down by number
a little bit under pressure.
Belanger.
Did a pump fake. Was able to freeze the White Pines defender. and then able to scamper for
And I believe that's the end of the first quarter. This
20-plus yards,
They
bringing
should,
up another first
they're
down. So
changing ends. Just a reminder that
we're going to turn the table here and head north.
Cold beverages. Pizza.
Steelhawks about the 34-yard line.
You know what? If I'm Coach Klooster there, I got to be nothing more than thrilled with the Dylan Wooten job he's doing out here. He's looked like he's been in that role the whole year. So you know what? Hats off to them for preparing their kids and having them ready to go when their starting quarterback is out.
Yeah. And number 2 there, as I had expected, I figured Klooster would give him a chance to just ease into it, hand off the ball, deliver to his weapons, and then just slowly find himself in the middle of the action. He's proved in the first quarter he's ready for prime time, and he's actually doing a load for the Steelhawks, not only with the arm but with the legs there, and looks pretty poised for a guy coming to fill in for an injured Chase Chirisolo. So. And there's 32. Clement stopped in the backfield. Number 32 for the Pines Wolverines. J.D. Boyer hit with a couple other defenders joining the party.
Yeah, and I think we had Lawrence Solomon Ward in there as well, helping her up. So terrific job by the interior defenders there for the White Pines team.
Loss of 4 on the play brings up 2nd and 14. So some great stand here by the Wolverines, and again, that's just that inconsistent play. They give up a run of 25-plus, and then they stop them in the backfield for 4. So if they can get all things firing here, they should have a great afternoon of football. This pitch is outside. Travis Snoot is the carrier. Number 9 brought down. Nice pursuit, and another loss on the play. Both to the 39, so it'll bring up 3rd and 16.
Yeah, they had Jacob Day and DJ Pine both in there on the tackle, and making a little bit of a stand here. Looks like Coach DiPasquale's made his adjustments here on the defense and trying to throw a little wrinkle at Coach Klooster.
3rd and 16.
Especially in the junior ranks, you're so run heavy, and they're so reluctant to go to the pass until it's a passing down. It's so nice and so easy to see the coaches throwing in a blitz or two and making things happen, stirring things up. And there, as looks like Travis Newt runs it out, and he might have close to the first down yardage. So 4th and maybe 1 or 2 yards, depending on the spot. So we'll have to see what the coaches decide, whether they're going to go for it. And at this point of the game, what's your call?
I'm guaranteeing you Coach Klooster goes for this one. Yeah. 1 yard you need in junior football, and the way they've been running the ball. It's going to be up to Coach Depot to send maybe a blitz in here and try and catch him in the backfield, but I'm betting one of the big fellas in the backfield is going to get the ball here and try and just get that yard for them.
Yeah, and front 5 and the defensive side, but of course
Travis
Snoot with the carry inside the 20, so it's enough for the first down. Flag. Referee, it was early, but...
Yeah, referee Biagini, somebody was lined up in the neutral zone, or we might have a procedure penalty here. I'm not too sure just yet. Oh, he's pointing at the White Pines team in the neutral zone, so...
That's just aggression, being young and excited and trying to make the stop and stepping up for your defense. And obviously, they have enough for the first down, but they'll probably take the yards because the carry was only about a 3-yard gain, so probably move it forward and bring up first down. I saw what might amount to a face mask on the end of the play too, so I don't know if there's another flag, but looks like just the 1 infraction.
And it looks
nice carry by Travis Newt.
Looks like Coach Klooster designed the penalty, and he's just going to take the ball on where they were at. So,
all right, so they'll move the sticks, brings up another first down inside the red zone, and Steelhawks looking to extend their 6-0 lead with 9:58 to go in the half.
1st and 10, Superior Heights.
Wooten drops out and he rolls. Marquis Strawbridge after him. Throws a nice ball.
It falls incomplete. Pass intended for Cruikshank.
Incomplete to Cruikshank. Ball a little underthrown at Cruikshank's feet, but falls incomplete, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 19.
Now they had Marquis Strawbridge there in chase, coming all the way from this side of the field over to the field side, and get him to throw the ball into the ground. And based on coverage, I think that was the best play that he could have made.
We've got a timeout on the field.
And it's easy for Strawbridge to cover that ground when your legs go up to your armpits. It's easy to cut the field in half and chase down a much smaller quarterback. And
well, I think Coach DiPasquale here, he's going to be trying to see if they can get out of this half and minimize the the point here. We're going to see what he can do. Second down for Coach Klooster and the Spear Heights Steelhawks.
Was that a timeout called by the Steelhawks or the Wolverines?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. It looked like it came from the blue side there. So
yeah. Anyway, after that first play, maybe they had the wires crossed and looking just to anchor it and settle in and make a plan for the next few plays. So we'll bring you back to action in just a second. At this time, we'd remind you that Wendy's, Sault Ste. Marie, and Team Essentials have teamed up with Saultsports.com to honor the high school's top athlete of the game every time the Sault Sports TV streams their regular and postseason games. Each game, the announcers will select a player from each of the teams, and they will be awarded a Wendy's gift card and a Team Essentials Athlete of the Game t-shirt. So be sure to support your sponsors, and if you want to join us here on as a sponsor of Saultsports.com, you can reach out to us at saultsports@gmail.com.
One other thing to mention, if those folks watching are interested in becoming a part of the refereeing squad, they're always looking for new people. So get out here and support and become part of the atmosphere here at junior football at the field here.
And nice run inside. Clement might have, the ball's loose, and the White Pines might have a chance to stop on the 5. Clement inside the 5, ball is popped loose. I didn't see who got the strip there, but number 11 for the Wolverines, Damon Belanger, is having himself an afternoon. Came up with the ball on the 4 or 5 yard line.
Saving play.
I'm not sure, but that looked like Lawrence Solomon Ward was just ripped the ball right out of his hands. That's some terrific coaching on
the strip on the tackle.
On Coach Di Pasquale's defense there to be, that's something they must have picked up and filmed, that they're not carrying the ball properly and trying to rip it out, because that's the third one we've seen tonight.
Yeah, and again, that's the third time the ball has hit the deck, and this time the Wolverines were able to pounce on it and turn momentum and points away for the Steelhawks. So the Steelhawks very close to scoring there and extending their lead. Now it's going to be up to Strawbridge and the Wolves to make their march down the field from the 5 yard line, looks like.
Yeah, you know what? I'm interested to see what Coach Bujold has in store here. If they can get to the out and maybe gain some yards.
First and 10, White Pines.
They got a full field to go there. They're at their 5 yard line, so it's going to definitely, they got a lot of field to work with, and they got lots of time, 9 minutes to go here.
Many miles until they sleep, but yes, 105 yards to point land. And Strawbridge back in the shotgun, standing at the 1, so a little bit extra pressure there, but and a nice job to throw into the
Strawbridge pass,
hitch to
number
9, DJ Pine, but unable to complete that pass. And that was a nice screen play, and they might have had a chance, not a screen, but a nice throw to the flats there, sidelines. And had Pine completed that, he might have had some daylight there, as the DB was slow to get over.
Yeah, the safety was up pretty high over here, and he got out in that flat, and that was his missed assignment, because he's getting some coaching up there from the defensive coordinator, and they're lucky to have also big Brendan Lewis over there giving them a hand on the defense, who, if anybody knows defensive football in Sault Ste. Marie, it's Brendan Lewis. So
never seen a coach wear shoulder pads still, but it looks like he's got them on. Probably wants to go in too, but... So a nice job rolling the ball out to about the 10, so gain of about 5.
It's about 5.
Gain some positive yards. 3rd and 5, it looks like, for the Wolverines from the 10 yard line.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Bujold has dialed up here, and see if they can get a White Pines first down.
Jacob Day out wide. He's coming across the middle, and he's got him out there. Just over 2 Steelhawk defenders for Jacob Day, maybe with a play on the ball, but
just out of his reach,
just beyond his reach. That'll bring up 4th down, and looks like maybe a punting situation for the Wolverines. That looked like a nice play, and he had him. Strawbridge just a little long on the delivery of the ball. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to see. We got a lot of changes here, wholesale changes on what's going on. So
Imagine we might see a timeout for the Wolverines to get some proper personnel on there. I think I only see nine players out there. And that brings 10, 11, 12. So maybe they'll be able to get it called before a delay of gameplay. Clock violation.
Well, I know this year they're allowing them some time to funnel on their special team. So it looks like Jacob Day's back there to give a punt. So either that or, he may be running in the end zone and taking a safety to get better field position. So hard to say what he's got planned.
Not a bad decision. And, of course, the genius at work. Coach Baz predicts it. Wish you'd share with me the 649 numbers. But
concedes the points. And that'll bring
and again, probably a good decision. Even punting from the 5, even with Day's leg, you're going to give the Steelhawks great field position, probably inside your zone. So nice job to push them all the way back, surrender the point.
100%. They missed on their extra point try, so you're only down one score as opposed to giving them good field position and being down 2 scores. So smart play on Coach Bujold's point there and making sure that they got that single.
Probably a little disappointed on that White Pine sidelines after taking the momentum and picking the ball after the fumble on the 5. Unable to even make one first down, but lots of game left. Like you said, 8:01 to go in the half, and White Pines looking to go back to work on defense, try to take that ball back and give their offense another chance. So
it's great to see both teams progressing as to how far they're 4 or 5 games into the season here now, and definite improvement from both sides of the field. And hats off to the coaching staff. So it's out there spending their volunteer time every night. You can't say enough about these guys that want to give their time like that. So
yeah. And certainly a credit to these athletes who are still, balancing work and school and ball and doing a great job. And you can see the improvements even in the exchanges and the execution of the plays. And it's nice to see them coming together and as they grow, towards their senior program, which of course at 7:30 tonight you can see is even a step up and better execution. So. These coaches, these players, this administration at the school is full support of these football programs and all the sport programs, and so nice to see these athletes because obviously there's more to school than just in the classroom, right?
Oh, for sure.
So it looks like the Steelhawks will take the ball at the 35 after the safety given up.
Steelhawks from their own 35.
Wooten is back. Hands off to 55. Polson, who gets a rare call from the offensive side. So
immediately by J.D. Boyer.
J.D. Boyer with a great tackle.
Second down.
Yeah, really was.
Superior heights.
For the 55, usually a defensive specialist. Polson carrying the ball and doing his best to get out, but back to the line of scrimmage is all he could muster. Nice tackle, like said, by the Wolverines. So.
Yeah, based on my knowledge of Coach Klooster there, he really enjoys running the ball, and he utilizes those big fellas to their advantage, right? So.
Yeah. And talking to these backs, they always want the ball in their hands. They want to have 60 carries, but, it's so nice when you have that depth and you can run your different
rolls to his right. He's looking for
studs.
Like Lucas Cruikshank.
Pass intended for Cruikshank on a rollout from Wooten. Falls incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and long. So
yeah, he had Dylan Mullen had hot on his tails there. J.D. Boyer was closing in quick, and he dumped that ball off. He was trying to get the ball to Lucas Cruikshank, and he just overthrew him and then let it into the White Pines bench.
So White Pines hoping to force a punting situation here. 3rd and 10 from the 35. Here comes that sweep. Polson turns inside, gets one block. He might be able to make yards to pick up first down and then some. Out to the 55 midfield.
20 yards and a first down.
And they will move the sticks out to the 55, first down.
Yeah, he was heading to the flats there, and all of a sudden he put the blinker on, made a right turn, and ran right up the gut.
Yeah, but he did a nice job, and in so doing, got the first down and then some. Gain of 19 on the play out to the 54. So the Steelhawks continue to march. Nice job by the White Pines Wolverines setting up that 3rd and long, but unable to sustain it. So back to work we go. Oh, ball's down on the ground again. I think that was just a bad exchange. I didn't see anybody stripping that.
Falls on it.
Hankinson, I think,
player, but
the one carrying the
Ward
ball.
comes up with it. Another fumble, another recovery.
Lawrence Solomon, number 55, continues great play with another recovery. He's able to jump on and give the Wolverines new breath here. And
well, I'll tell you, if I'm Coach Klooster, I'm getting a little frustrated on these balls on the ground. And, the White Pines Wolverines must have seen something in film that they're not carrying that ball properly, because they've been all over it every time they're gang tackling and trying to strip that ball out. That's just smart defensive coaching on the White Pines end of it.
3-yard line.
And some of these backs have that breakaway speed or that elusive ability to get away and escapability, and obviously they want to be bringing the gang tackling and the tackle by committee, and they're getting good results here as Pine takes the ball up the middle.
Terrific run up the middle, almost to the 40. Good
Straight
for
up
first down.
run. Good for 40, or good to the 40 for
Pine
first
with
down.
Another terrific run.
Wow,
Max Clement with the tackle for the Steelhawks.
He put his head down there and he just ran a couple of them over.
And there's two kinds of backs. There are kinds of wait for the blocking to develop and just wait that half second. And there's some guys just get in a hurry and say, you know what, A to B, closest way is in a straight line, and you're green or blue, you're getting away, you're getting it run over. So nice job by Pine there to run that in to the 40. Here comes Pine again. And again runs over another tackler.
Nice cut. Gets almost
nice
to the
job.
30.
I think 58 maybe for the tackle. 56. Caden Ralph St. Vincent.
Oliver Smith, number 20 with the tackle.
Oh, number 20, my bad.
Good for
Oliver Smith
gain.
on the stop for the Steelhawks.
Yeah, his jersey had kind of scrunched down there, hard to make out whether it was an 8 or a 0.
I think I need some more carrot juice. I turned a 20 into 56. That's not even close. But nonetheless, 2nd and 1 for the Wolverines. Probably a power straight ahead here. And they could look at the end around here and looks to get the corner. 19. Hassan is the carrier. Stopped by 35.
Hassan tries to get first down yard, and she's tackled by number 35.
Marcus Gold, number 87. Drayden Brock.
Marcus Gold.
Yeah, I think Adam Hassan's got it. When he's trying to make that corner, he just got to stick his shoulder down, and he almost stopped when he tried to make that corner and see if he could deke out the defender. And when you got speed that quick, you got to utilize that to your advantage. And he just needs to put his arm out and maybe give a stiff arm and try and break the corner on that.
I understand the coaches might be expecting blitz there, but when you look down, you see 1 yard. Tempted to just put it in the hands of a Pine that has been running well for the last couple of runs and falling forward for 1 for the first down. But have another chance here to look to the rollout. Oh, a nice job. Pine was open in the flats, but electing to go to Dave deep.
For Jacob Dave.
That'll bring up 4th and 1, so here's your chance to be a prognosticator.
Oh, he's definitely going for it. I think Coach Bujold's telling Marquise now, get your feet set. And you're rushing your throws a little bit. Take your time, get your feet set, get your feet pointed in the right direction. Thumb down when you're throwing the ball and get it to your receiver, right? But I think they were in 4-down territory regardless. So definite. If I'm the coach right now, I'm handing that ball to DJ Pine and just let him run.
Here we go.
But I think you're going to see a blitz from Superior Heights. So.
And again, around to the right side. Pine's got 1.
Nobody in front of him.
Touchdown,
the distance for the touchdown. White Pines Wolverines.
Pine takes it 31 yards.
And again, a beautiful play. Needed 1, just bothered. I'll do another 30, make it count, right? So Pine with a nice score, nice scamper, and did the Steelhawks get caught on the blitz there where they stuffed up the middle? And
yeah, you know what?
I'm
shocked. Coach Bujold, I thought he'd for sure run that straight up the middle, and he surprised everybody, including the Superior Heights team, and he let him get out on a sweep there, and DJ Pine was able to take it to the house.
Yeah, nice run, nice way to get to the corner and turn it up, and obviously we may see a 2-point play here if they want to go for,
I wouldn't.
They aren't set up here, but they're going to try to find a match at 8. Man in motion. Strawbridge with the end around. Hands off to number 11. He's in.
Untouched. For 2. We got ourselves a tied ball game.
Beautiful job. Damon Belanger around the corner.
Runs it in.
Taking it in for the 2-point conversion. We got ourselves a game here. 8-8.
Yeah, terrific play call again. I would have thought he was going up the middle with it again, and they fooled him with some great fakes and some great blocking up in behind the front line there. So
yeah, absolutely. So that brings the Steelhawks offense back to the field with 3:21 to go. Thank you for joining us here on Saultsports.com and True House Radio. Myself, Scott McPherson, and Ray Baswell here with the fun and games in the junior match. Don't forget to join us for the 7:30 start. We're going to take a break after this first half is done, 10 minutes, and reset and for the second half. But make sure you stay around for the last 3:21 here while the Steelhawks attempt to get back on top in this one.
You know, just a couple of minutes ago, we seen them taking a 2-point kneel down and for a safety, and all of a sudden, that paid off for them. You know, they made a great defensive play at the center, and got to strip the ball, went down and scored. So back in the game, and I'm sure Coach Budold's got to be thrilled to get points on the board before the first half's over.
Yeah, and of course with this junior loop, there's some mistakes that are made and the ebbs and flows within that game when there's turnover on downs and a fumble recovery or an onside kick, all kinds of different things that can swing the momentum in one team's favor, and we've seen a lot of them today, and obviously White Pines on top right now, but having to give the ball back to the Steelhawks. And maybe you see one of these onside kicks, but if I'm coaching for White Pines, I'm going to pound it deep and make the Steelhawks run it and try to eat up some of the clock here late in the second quarter.
Yeah, you know what? It's 3 minutes to go, and you've got a little momentum. You know, you got to make them march the whole field. So if I'm them, I'm kicking it deep and trying to keep it away from one of their faster players. So
nice intermediate kick, number 48. Catching it at about the 30-yard line, brings it out to about the 38. So Hankinson with the return. Pretty good kick, keeping it away from the deep receivers.
Yeah, Adam Son kicked that, had that kick off, and he went down and made the tackle himself. Took care of business.
Got to do it all, do you?
Oh, 45 for a thing.
Oh, we're just doing a number check here. We had number 40. Sorting out a few roster changes here, and glad to bring you the last 3:17 of this junior contest with the Steelhawks taking ball over from the 37. So handoff inside, ball nicely delivered to Travis Newt. Travis Newt runs for 7 or 8 out to the 45-yard line.
You know what? In the first couple of drives there, Travis Newt was getting the ball and getting a lot of yards, and they went away from him. So looks like maybe they're making the adjustment to go back to him and see what kind of yards they can get.
45 for the Steelhawks, so we'll add him to our roster here, and we'll be able to bring you these updates as they're brought to us. So out to the 50 goes the Steelhawks.
Travis Newt gets caught, 3 yards in the first down.
Enough for the first down, and they'll be marching. So looks like the Wolverines will have to go back to plan A, which is stop Travis Newt.
Right from their own 50.
Yeah, there's some terrific blocking there from the Superior Heights offensive line, opening up some pretty big holes there.
All right, 13 out wide for the Steelhawks. Nothing doing as they hand off inside, and nice job by Max Clement to gain a few yards. Unfortunately, I think he just took out his 62 Tabor Young.
Yeah, he pancaked his own player.
About 4 yards, I'm going to say.
The worst part is that is you're not even looking. You're busy pushing downfield, and you get one right in the spine.
Yeah, so, when the train's running, get off the tracks, eh?
And good job by Young to bounce back. He's a tough dude, so he'll probably back in there and give it her on the next play. But a valuable lesson to learn. You know, keep moving, keep pushing forward. So. Deschamps playing wide out again. They're going to sweep the other way. Go to Travis Newt, a little sloppy exchange. But he's able to gain some extra yards and get out past for another first down. Out inside the 45 to the 44.
Ty Walls
on tackle for the Wolverines.
It looked like they had that door closed, but he sure turned on the jets and jumped into another gear, and he got that corner and was able to get another first down for them.
And it's amazing from our view up here. It looks like it is all shut down and nothing to do, nowhere to go. And somehow these backs are great at getting loose and picking up some extra yards after the initial contact or the freeze anyway. So 1st and 10 from the 45. And again, Wooten with a nice job. Hands to
Clement
Clement, but a beautiful
by-
tackle by number 32.
J.D. Boyer.
J.D. Boyer.
Loss of a yard or two.
JD sure making him
Excellent play by Boyer.
making
to
some
get to the
terrific
line.
linebacker play there,
Yep.
and shutting it down from that middle linebacker position, reading the play well.
They did a nice job shooting through and stopping these guys in the backfield. That's a handful of tackles in the backfield for loss. So 2nd and 11 come the Steelhawks. Wooten hands off inside to Travis Newt. Looks to get outside, pushes it to the sidelines
Travis Newt
where he's brought out
dodges one tackle.
by
Eventually
number
gets pushed out
18,
of bounds
Adam
by
Hassan.
Adam Hassan.
But close to first down yardage. So
Close to first down.
Yeah,
But
that was
they marked it about a yard shy.
that was a pretty good lick he put on him, but he gave him a 9-yard cushion there. So
Sets up 3rd and 1
So 3rd and 1, straight ahead
for
football
the
here.
Steelhawks.
And I think in short down situations that Hankinson is a pretty good option too. Solid back. I think he's just a grade 11, is he not? But carried the ball well, and nice option for Wooten as the Wolverines give the freebie away, I think, if that's going to be encroachment
We
on
got
them.
some flags.
veteran play call there from Coach Klooster. They're all patting him on the back for that call, and White Pines Wolverines got to be watching that ball. You know, as a former defensive coordinator, that was a pet peeve of mine. They had to watch that ball or it cost them some laps
Penalties against White
in
Pines. That'll
practice.
back
So
them up.
you
and
can't give teams free
that'll
5
be an
yards.
automatic
You're already
first
at you're fighting hard, and they need to get a yard. No sense giving it to them for free.
And of course, if you're 3rd and 7, you don't have to worry about that because even if you go offside, it's 3rd and 2. But now when it's 3rd and 1 and you get the gift, that's one that the defensive coaches are going to absolutely pine over. No pun intended. So Wooten hands off to Travis Newt. Travis Newt, a big hole up the middle, able to take
Travis
it
Newt
into
goes
the
up the middle.
20.
He's met
Looks
by
like enough for
Preston
another
Johnson.
first down nearing the red zone.
About
So
8 yards downfield.
Yeah, Preston Johnson
Also
in there with
second
the
down.
tackle on that one. Good wrap up and drug him down to the field there.
So they spotted at the 22, so they're still going to be short by 1 yard. So again, a short yard situation. Points have to stay home again.
2nd and 2.
Snap quick. Hand it off to Clement. Clement turns it back in. After
Clement
off
gets his number
tackle.
called. He gets down to
Inside
about
the 5. 3, Anthony Hunt with the tackle
Anthony
for
Hunt
the White Pines Wolverines.
with the tackle.
Yeah, Coach Depot is not going to be happy with this
For
one.
White
He's
Pines,
signaling a timeout
first
and
and goal for
trying to
the
get some time.
Steelhawks.
1:25 to go. We're glad you joined us here at Saultsports.com. Got a great finish to this first half. An 8-8 tie game with White Pines Wolverines looking for their first win of the season. And Steelhawks looking to gain their second victory over these White Pines Wolverines. A great close game and lots of everything today. A lot of fumbles, a lot of good runs, a lot of end arounds. Haven't seen too much through the air, but what can you expect in the second half, Coach?
A lot of the same. You know what? Superior Heights have been doing a terrific job blending a little bit of pass with some run, and mostly been run. I would say it's about a 60-40 run split, and you know what? They've been successful with it. And you know what? Had they not had those takeaways, which are pivotal points in the game, they could be up a little bit more. But credit to the White Pines team making those defensive adjustments. And, you know, I just watched White Pines run down and call that timeout. And based on their line play there, you know, guys weren't set on the line for the ball, and it cost them the offside earlier than that. So just got to get the kids down and ready to play right off the snap. So your down linemen should be, you know their assignments, and then the backers are getting the blitz calls or the protection calls from the defensive coordinator, and they got to be ready for that, right? So.
Yeah, and past the midpoint of the season, you got to expect that now, and no excuses are going to make the coach happy, and got to execute and out-execute against your opponents. So White Pines Wolverines here looking to bend but not break inside the 5. We've got a tall order for them, but here come these Steelhawks.
Yeah, see what
All right.
Coach
After
Klooster's
timeout,
got dialed up
figured it
here. He's having a lot of Dylan Wooten's having a lot of conversation with his back, so I expect him to hand it off here and let them try and pawn the rock inside. They got $1.25 to go in the first half here, and we'll see what shakes out.
It's funny you mentioned that Dylan Wooten's talking to his backs, and you're noticing it here. That's one of the things that these players have to do, recognize if he's talking to his fullback and his tailback, it's probably 90% that they're getting the ball. which is Clement's job.
Touchdown.
On the 5, takes it in for the score. 1:20 to go. Score is 14-8 for these Steelhawks.
Yeah, they ran that counter play there, and they ran it to perfection. And, terrific run by Max Clement, and barreled himself into the end zone. And I'm sure that's not what the White Pines team wanted. They had a tie on their mind after they scored to get out of the half with a tie, and now they're down a score.
And again, Steelhawks has so many options. You got Travis Newt running the ball well. You got Max Clement doing his job. You got 48 Hankinson able to run the ball at will. Even Blaine Polson from the defensive side coming over to help out. So a lot of dogs in the big backfield there. And
Spirit's going for 2 again.
This time Travis Newt, but a nice stop by the White
2-point
Pines Wolverines.
Is no good.
2-point is
gets
no
tackled.
good.
Johnson. Right
Preston
there.
Johnson on the
so
tackle. So nice job.
Game with about 1:20 remaining in the first half.
Too bad that penetration wasn't there on the defensive line for the play before. And it would have been a nice stop, and a nice stop to stop the 2-point conversion. So that keeps your score at 14-6 for the Spear Heights Steelhawks.
Yeah, you know what? Coach Klooster must not have been happy with that long snap attempt for the last extra point. So, in true Mike Tomlin fashion, going for 2 on the extra points, and they didn't get it.
Or Riverboat Ron, as they called the Washington Commanders coach the other day. And
yeah, we're saving that one for Coach Bono there.
Okay. It was funny, too, because one of the commentators called him when he made a risky call and didn't work out for him. He called him Canoe Ron. So I thought that was pretty telling. But anyway, we'll save that for Coach Bonferro, who's St. Mary's Knights take on the Cora Colts tomorrow, both in junior action for Coach Bono and the senior action going again at 7:30 tomorrow. So Friday night lights here at the field house. You got no plans? Come on out. If you got plans, change them. This will be a shootout. Heavyweight title between the top 2 teams in the senior loop. And, of course, St. Mary's looking to avenge a pretty good licking delivered by the Cora Colts Junior program last week, or last time they met. So some great football action again. Come on out here on Saultsports.com, True House Radio. If you're going to be at the field, bring your AirPods and stay at home because you can't handle the rain. And we'll be here for you on Saultsports.com and True House Radio again. So 1:20 to go with this first half. So Spear Heights kicking off deep to Hassan and Day. Back for the Wolverines. So looking for a big run back here and looking to close the gap at halftime. Nice squib kit. Takes a nice bounce through the legs. Hassan's going to pick it up about his 2-yard line. He's got a nice little return set up. He's just got to find a hole. And a nice job shooting through. Ball's loose. 35 with the stop. Marcus Gold with the stop. A flag on the play, however, so we'll see who came up with that ball.
Tackle by Marcus Gold.
Typically in the range of a hold or a legal block in the back. I think Adam Hassan was able to get back his own fumble, and he came out of the pile anyways with the ball. Whether the referee designated them to have recovered it or not, we're not sure, but we're waiting to get the signal here from head referee Fitzpatrick and see what the call is on the field.
And again, nice squib kick, and you might have even expected that intermediate receiver to try and get a play on that one. He let it bounce through, ran through Hassan's legs and back down to the 2, which is hard to come 108 yards in minute 20, but we'll see what these Wolverines can do.
Block in the back, that'll back White Pines up.
Block in the back, half the distance to the goal probably, so they will start at about their 2-yard line, so inside the shadow of the uprights and digging themselves a little bit of a hole, but
yeah, they definitely want to get out of this last minute with either some points or just holding on to the ball. And if I'm Coach Bujold here, maybe something really quick to the flats to Jacob Day here, or utilizing DJ Pine and getting a couple of breathing room yards.
And of course, Strawbridge with a big arm, big kid. Gonna look here, across the top. Oh my goodness! Through the hands of Day.
Through his hands, through Travis Newt's hands.
That's one to Travis Newt. You get sure-handed.
The turf incomplete.
Maybe heard footsteps from his old guy, 45 there.
Yeah, and
Kenyon Williamson.
He junior football at its best right there. Good play call dialed up. A little bit of not getting his hands together to catch that ball, and right through into the other defender, and he drops it. So
yeah. And that would have been a fantastic breathing room, like you said, for the Wolverines to just get out a bit and set up a few different plays. Minute 5 to go, but incomplete, so 2nd and 10. Strawbridge looking, he rolls out a little, looks to find number 4. There's the play for Day, out past the 18-yard line.
Good run to the outside. That'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's definitely the breathing room that they want. Quarterback Strawbridge got his feet planted there. And earlier I commented on that's one of the things he needed to do. And he made a great throw there, and Dave was able to bring that one in.
And you mentioned getting your feet planted, and such a tough job to do, especially on a rollout with that, especially throwing crossbody. It's so important to get that plant foot set and direct the ball to your intended target. So not an easy task. These guys make it look easy. Strawbridge goes back to 1st and 10. I imagine they'll go to the air again. Inside handoff. Hassan's got a chance to get loose. He breaks through an arm tackle. Drayden Brock out of Jersey. No flags on the play. He's still on his feet. Hassan's still going. He could make it interesting here. And he's got to be out of gas here as 21.
Adam Hassan.
Dax Billingsley, 35, Marcus Gold on the tackle.
I think he ran about 50 yards and ended up with a 10-yard loss.
And again, I thought he was stopped at the original when Drayden Brock had him by the T-shirts.
Smith, Marcus Gould.
Slipped out of that one.
Yeah, that sure was awful close to a horse collar. It was.
Superior Heights called timeout.
I don't think it was quite there, but it was definitely close enough to make an objection on from the White Pine standpoint.
Yeah. And like you said, a loss of about 10 on the play brings up 2nd and 20. So a tough break for White Pines. Was there a flag? They called timeout.
Superior Heights called a timeout, and Coach Wuzo's out there talking to his offense and going, "Hey guys, we're going the wrong direction here."
We got a long way to go, but it makes it even farther if you're moving back 10. But anyway, nice job. Great effort certainly by Hassan to get loose, and no quit on the play, but eventually ran out of room without blue in his face. So 2nd and 20 with 44 seconds to go. And here I'd like to see, obviously you don't want to give up pick 6, so you try to stay away from the sidelines here, but maybe something across the middle when even if you did get an interception, maybe not on 2nd down, but 3rd and 4th. Try a chance over the middle and maybe get one of your game breakers to break one. So Strawbridge back in the shotgun. 2nd and 20. He rolls out. He does that jump pass, and again that's thrown to 35 of the blue.
Saunders' pass picked off.
Marcus Gould again, which had
number 35 for the Steelhawks.
And again, that's the risk you take when you roll across the center there, or out to the sidelines rather. Nice job by Gould to jump on that ball. The ball a little overthrown to his intended receiver, and Steelhawks take over.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not what Coach Bujold had dialed up there. Marquise really rushed that, and at this stage of the half, you got to really protect that ball, and I think Marquise would really like to have that one back again, and it's going to be up to the defensive players now to see if they can stave off Superior Heights from going up 2 scores.
So they'll take over from the 18, 37.4 seconds to go in the half. Superior Heights taking over the ball and handing off inside to Clement. Clement's had his way through the middle there. He's taking it inside to about the 6-7 yard line.
Clement with a decent run. Gets inside the 10.
And as you mentioned, it's easy.
Anthony Hunt,
it's obviously easy to call the game up here in the booth, looking down and seeing the whole vantage point that we see back here. But I'd like to see Strawbridge because the Steelhawks aren't getting a lot of pressure on or collapsing his pocket. I'd like to see him sit in that pocket and maybe deliver a couple long balls. But that might have to wait because here comes Wooten handing off to Travis Newt. Travis Newt able to scamper in
works his way
from
for
6 yards for the touchdown. Ben Travis Newt, number 18, in for 6.
Yeah, another costly turnover here. Put White Pines down 2 scores going into the half. We got about 15 seconds left to go, and we're going to see what game plan Coach Gooster's got here. I imagine he's going to go for 2 again based on the setup here. I'm going to try and be up 20 up to 22-8. So we'll see if they can convert here on the extra point try.
Wooden under center, looks to roll out. He's got room. Can he run it? He's going to pass. He likes to pass. Crookshank drops it in the end zone. Nice ball delivered by Wooden. Incomplete for the 2-point conversion. That makes it 20-8
We got ourselves a 28 ball game. 15 seconds remaining in the half.
Now, taking over that last drive, did the Wolverines with 1:20 to go. Is there any thought to running the ball more than passing the ball? And even if your running game doesn't get unleashed, you go in down 1 score heading in at halftime.
Yeah, you know what? They were making some really good runs, so I was a little bit surprised to see Coach Boujol get away from the run game. DJ Pine was getting 8-9 yards a carry, and I bet you he's got to be close to 70 for the first half. And they were in the end zone, and, Spear Heights was biting down hard. They had 8 people in the box there on defense. And I don't know, maybe Coach Boujol decided to get it out to the flats there. But when you're getting them out to the flats, you got to get those dependable receivers. And, you can't have that 15-yard, 20-yard pass. It's got to be that 8 to 10 range. And, just get yourself some breathing room and then not have to rush. But definitely, line play was terrific in the first quarter from the White Pines team. And it seems to have faltered a little bit. And I'm sure they're going to get coached up at the half and come out and see if they can turn things around on the second half.
Yeah, and here we are speculating about the coaches' decisions on both sides. Obviously, that's our our ability to criticize, and it's calculated guess. And if it works, great. And the pass goes for a distance, then they look like a genius. And unfortunately for the Wolverines, that didn't happen. They're a little behind the 8 ball, but 15 seconds, maybe they can run one back here late in the second half, or second quarter rather. Hassan again with the ball, bumbles it about at the reception, but he could, as he able to make the corner. Can he get past Hankinson? Still on his feet, looking to strumble up. Maybe he'll get out of bounds. 3 seconds left.
Beautiful run back, about 45 yards.
And again, just ran out of a little real estate. Had a nice return up to the 45 of the Steelhawks.
Yeah, he gave him the old how's she going over there on the sideline to give him a swipe, and he was able to get another 5 or 6 yards out of that play.
And able to get out of bounds about 3 seconds to go. So
first and 10
Drew Hankinson, your tackle on the Steelhawks.
For the Wolverines. 3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, something that rhymes with Hail Mary.
I don't know. You really don't have a player that can run that fast. The safeties.
Spear Heights is called timeout.
Is still down in the box, and I'm sure their defensive coordinators out there letting them know nothing behind you. Keep everything in front. You're going to let them have that little 10, 15-yard pass, but everybody's got to rally to the ball and make a nice gang tackle. Would be the coaching advice I would be giving right now.
Yeah. And, of course, you have to execute, and some of these guys are so nervous. Sometimes they give them the under, and then they give them too much buffer, and then nice catch and receive and run after the catch. And who knows, we could be back to within 1 score for these White Pines Wolverines. So, sure.
You got to get it to their game breakers for White Pines, right? So, maybe after that nice run Adam had, he might be a little bit winded, but, maybe he's the guy that with that breakaway speed, if he can get outside and get out to around a defender, and anything can happen in open field. But also, you got Jacob Day there with some terrific hands, and if Marquise can catch him in a position where he can beat a defender, you might be able to get it and get in and get a score before the half here.
Yeah, not surprised that Marquise doesn't run the ball, or they don't call his number to run the ball more. A little big, long kid, probably got some pretty good speed for a big quarterback, and have him roll out, look downfield, check down. If there's nothing available, scamper on, and who knows. But we'll see with 3 seconds. This should be your final play of the half.
Barring a penalty, I think we will be calling it a half very shortly here.
Strawberry's back under center, or under shotgun. He looks out, rolls, has time, throws the ball up, and it's a freebie here. And pass intended for Day, knocked down to the grass by Travis Snoot. And
Strawbridge is
brings the end of the half with Spear Heights Steelhawks 20, White Pines Wolverines 8 in about 10 minutes. Come join us again here on Saultsports.com for our second half. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Sergeant Fott Fieldhouse at Spear Heights, where we have a junior action in the Sault Ste. Marie High School football loop between the Spear Heights Steelhawks and the White Pines Wolverines. I'm Scott McPherson, joined here by Coach Ray Bazwa, bringing you the second half, and we're expecting another great half of football.
Yeah, you know what? This game has been super close, and turnovers have really dominated the first half. The fumbles along with the capitalized interceptions, and those are the difference in the game so far, I think.
Yeah, and Jacob Day and Adam Hassan back for the Wolverines to receive. Wooten, who's doing double duty as both quarterback and as your kicker. Number 2 for the Steelhawks set to boot.
And they got around the 30-yard line, they got Didi Alibi there too. So
we haven't called his name yet, but obviously a dangerous weapon and got some wheels back there. So let's see where this one is directed. This one's picked up cleanly by number 4, Day. White Pines has nice.
Jacob Day dodges a tackle.
Looked like he was going to make a break,
Gets
but
out to the
number
23-yard line. Tackle by number 20, Oliver Smith.
With the stop.
I think they had a lot of passengers on the bus on that kick return. There wasn't anybody making any block. Everybody just running.
Seeing something set up here, and then it kind of broke away and kind of left number 4, Jacob Day, all by himself there. So the Wolverines will take over from their
23-yard line.
23. So expecting a big start here for the Wolverines, looking to redeem from some sloppy play earlier. So
yeah, I think they're going to get back to the basics here, and we got lots of time left to establish a run, and then blend in a little bit of pass when they need to.
And obviously, only been down 2 scores. At a lot of miles left to go, and obviously they're looking for a big start, but lots of game left. So for number 2, Strawbridge, handing off to number 9, Pine. Pine gets outside. Looks to turn back and punish the tackler, Travis Snoot. Enough for a first down. Travis Snoot on the stop.
Well, that's a pretty long bench. I was actually surprised to see Travis Snoot out there, but he's a talented player, so I guess they want to keep him on the field. But a terrific run nonetheless by DJ Pine.
And I was hoping DJ Pine would just move out and try to break it a little to the corner, but he decided, I'm going to make this guy feel it, and puts a licking on Travis Snoot. After a nice gain of about 12, 13 yards, White Pines at the 35-yard line. Strawbridge takes the handoff. And a gain of maybe 1 on the play.
Pine gets to the 41, 42-yard line before he's brought down.
Pine with the carry. That was a weird play. Strawbridge was able to break out further on the wide out than Pine inside. So.
Blaine Polson there in the strut after that big tackle. Well, they whistled it in, and late play call in here by Coach Bujold.
So they'll have to get up on the ball quickly and get a snap for a time count violation. Strawbridge, 2nd and 9. Nice play, motion. Strawbridge able to make some blocks, protecting his back, and Pine takes it out past the 45, out to the 46 for a
Travis Snoot with a little help from Polson brings him down.
Polson in on the stop for the Steelhawks.
Yeah, Pine, tough as they come from the White Pines team, and a longtime family friend of mine, know his grandfather really well, Willard. Big shout out to Willard, one of the most respected elders down there in Garden River, and his dad, Danny Pine, a good athlete back in his day. Boy, I remember watching him when he was younger. He could shoot the puck like anybody could. So, tough kid, and he definitely made that Spirit Heights runner pay for that tackle. So,
absolutely, the Steelhawk grabbing his chest though, so maybe have got the wind knocked out of him. Nice to see him on his feet. Number 32 for the Steelhawks on the stop.
And he's back up under his own power and walking off, so that's great to see.
All right, so after the injury timeout. They'll get a break, and we'll be back to the action. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Right, so here we go, back to the action. 9:45 to go from the 46-yard line. The Wolverines marching. Strawbridge hands inside to Adam Hassan. Turns it up inside. He's got a seam. He's able to get out way past.
Beautiful run by Hassan. He gets
into
the
43 of the
18
Steelhawks.
yards, 19 yards, and a first down.
You know, that's what I talked about earlier. He's got to see that gap up in the middle and just run through. And that time, you know, it was almost like, I don't know, maybe they got a mic on the headphones over there. He listened to what I had to say, because that's exactly the type of running. He's a, you know, strong, fast, tough kid, and he's got to utilize that, right?
And you know what? Maybe you don't go back to it right away, but a couple plays, try that again. It was wide open. Get the ball to Pine now, let him get a few hard yards inside as he goes outside. But then go back to Hassan next and see if they'll be able to stop him. Gain of about 3 on the play, brings up 2nd and 7. And again, lots of time left. You don't have to panic.
Gain, if any.
You're gaining yards on the ground, moving the sticks, marching up the field. Looking to score here. I think that's exactly what White Pines is aiming to do. Off to a great start.
Gain of 2 yards for White Pines.
Cruikshank with the tackle for the Steelhawks.
It's definitely what I expected. I was hoping that White Pines was going to do and establish that run. It was working for them earlier, and, you know, make them make the stop.
Oh, ball's handed off inside. Pines trying to break. Lots of tacklers there. Number 12, number 27. So
no
Griffin Delpart and
20,
Grayson Wagner-Smith on the stop. So
yeah, you know what?
Wagner-Smith.
He tried to outdeke his own blockers there. When your line's blocking like that, you got to try and stay in behind them and let them utilize them to try and make a hole for you, right? That play sometimes take a little bit to develop, and looked like there was a little bit of a cross up there between Marquise and him on where he was getting the ball. So.
Yeah, he's had a good game so far. I expect that to continue, but looks like he's back to pass on 3rd down. Ball skipped. Flag on the play.
Incomplete pass
intended to
flag.
Pine.
It looks like there's a holding call here. I'm not sure which referee Grubbs called a hold. So typically, you know, holding is on the offensive side, but you never know here.
And again, Strawbridge just a little rush there. He had some time to deliver that ball and plant and throw to number 9, Pine, and had that pass completed. He might have had some room to.
Call me crazy, but I just made him. You know, I thought that was going to be definitely on the offense, but hold on the superior height. So there's going to be some free yards there for the White Pines needed, and they needed that. So
yeah, and holding, that'll be a 10-yard, which will probably bring up 1st down, as it was 3rd and 9.
Yeah, it was pretty close to that for sure.
So we'll see where the spot is. They're taking it to the 33 of the Steelhawks, so that'll be enough for a 1st down. White Pines marching, sometimes by their own execution and sometimes by mistake for the Steelhawks. So nice shotgun. Had Pine open in the flats.
Intended for Pine, just out of his reach. Incomplete.
And again, I think Mark's just rushing just a little too much. He had a little bit of time set and throw.
His line was holding up there for him. He's got to have a whole look on the field there, and you know, again, he's been coached to get that foot planted and thumb down when you're throwing the ball, and he had DJ Pine wide open there, and he just rushed it a little. So if he takes his time, gets a little composure for himself, and I think he can make some really good plays with him.
Yeah. And Pine was open, had some guys closing on him in blue, but obviously at least a gain of 5 or 6 to make it a little more manageable. And now it's 2nd and 10. Strawbridge back, nice handoff inside. There's that play going back to Hassan. He breaks a tackle and able to pick up 4 or 5 yards. We'll see where the spot is.
Almost like you're a clairvoyant there, Scotty. You called that they should go back to that play, and they definitely must have a mic on the sideline there listening to what you and I are talking to them about.
Hassan brought down, tackle by committee.
And with the genius up here in the booth, you can only imagine that they're smart to hear it. And like I said, we've got a great vantage point. We can see these plays develop. We can see the openings, and Hassan is starting to see those. So expect to see him again in a couple plays, and I would run it again, make him stop you. Nice handoff inside to Pine. Pine carries forward.
Couple yard rush.
On the stop.
Drayden Brock on the
but
tackle.
I think it's after
Brock
the first down yardage. So
63.
let's wait for the
By
spot.
the spot there, looks like about 1 yard short, Scott.
Oh,
Andre Ajabati.
so it looks like the 24-yard line is the new line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up a 4th and 1. So don't see any changes for White
4th and
Pines.
1 for the Wolverines.
Looks like they'll be going for it, which is a great call at this point of the game with down 12 points.
Yeah, my money's on, they're going to send that blitz up the middle or not, but, I think DJ Pine's going to get the ball.
They go outside, off tackle for it, and it looks like he's going to fall forward for
Pine.
enough. Nice push
Gets all
by
way
the
down
front
to the 20.
line.
That's a first down, Wolverines.
First down,
Max
Wolverines.
Clement, number 32.
Clement on the stop with help from
Ajabati again.
Del
Number
Park.
63 with the tackle.
63, Ajabati. Also getting credit for Phil Bavacco here in the booth. And again, just inside the 20 to the red zone.
Yeah, this drive sure is eating up some clock. We're about 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, so it's moving right along, and White Pine's moving the ball as well.
Oh, Strawbridge has to roll out. He's being chased by number 20. Has to throw, but elects to run out of bounds.
Strawbridge had a little room to roll.
Looks like he's back to the line of scrimmage, but Strawbridge under pressure there, chased by number 20, Oliver
Gets
Smith.
a small gain on the run pass option.
Yeah, you would like to see him. He used that stiff arm a little bit, and had he turned it upfield, then he might have got himself a couple extra yards there. But
Yeah.
needless to say, they're at second down here, and they're marching.
Often unsung there. I see their center doing a great job under center. Decent Vincent, number 30, is having a nice little game getting that ball back in shotgun formation. Here goes Pine. He makes a break all the way inside the 10 to the 6. Nice tackle by
Pine,
Travis.
good hard run.
And again, Pine impressing every carry. Good
what?
hard yards.
He's got to be awful
Travis
close to
Newton with
100
the
yards
tackle.
rushing today.
Good for
I
about
would
12
think
yards
you
and a first
mentioned
down.
almost 70 in the first half.
First
I didn't
and
see the
goal for
stat
the
sheet,
Wolverines.
but if not, he's getting awful close, and nice hard yards too, making those guys pay. Travis Newt, obviously a cog on the offense for Superior Heights. He's had to come up and make a couple big sticks, and that takes a little out of you coming to the third, fourth quarter, and see if that wears down these Steelhawks. You might have to substitute and give him a spell. There's Pine again. Nice job carrying it in. Good. Looks like the Blue has him stopped about the 2.
Tackles. Eventually brought down by number 55, Blaine Paulson.
Paulson with the stop for the
Somewhere
Steelhawks.
within the 5 yard.
4:20 to go.
Parker.
It's 20-8 for the Steelhawks up on the Wolverines, but the
That'll be
Wolverines
second goal
marching.
after a gain of about 4 yards.
And is there no timeout on the play?
Nope.
Coach in the middle.
Coach Bushel sure is walking that one out pretty far. They're being pretty liberal. It looked like the old days with Marty Smith almost running into the quarterback to make the play call. So,
Absolutely, but nonetheless, no call on the play. Play resumes. Strawbridge back with 2nd and goal. Empty the backfield, and their pass is open to Pine, and of course, there's the play we were looking for. Pine is in for the touchdown. And again, nice keeping Strawbridge in the pocket. Pine leaks out, emptied the backfield. Number 9's wide open, able to scamper in untouched for the touchdown. So now, Coach is 20-14 on the scorecard.
well, it looks like at first there I thought Coach Bushel was going to go for the 2-point play here, but he's having him come out with the kicking flat there, and looks like they're going to try and let Jacob Day try and put another point on the board and get this score up to 20-15. So terrific drive. You got to be happy if I'm Coach Bujold here with a drive all the way down the field, and
extra point is not
Is a little low and no good.
low. Day, I believe, just get it under the bar. It has to go over, of course, so they'll settle for 6 and bring it to 20-14. So 6-point game, 2 field goals, or a touchdown for the White Pines to dig back to even here at 20.
well, that was I don't think you could ask for anything better than that. You get the ball and you drive it all the way down the field, and you eat, approximately 7 or 8 minutes off the clock, and you score. And I'm sure Coach Gluster is going to have to get back to his running game as well. That seems to be working for both teams, and they're doing an excellent job of it. You know, for junior football, you're really starting to see the time that they put in, and it's paying dividends for them.
Yeah. And the only thing lacking in junior football for me is the lack of the hurry-up offense, or the lack of execution in your hurry-up offense. So hopefully that whoever team is down at the end of the quarter, at the end of the game, is able to save some timeouts, run the clock, get out of bounds, and execute that timeout as soon as the referee blows it in. Get that ball rolling and on the way, so you can save those precious seconds. But full complement of timeouts, except I think maybe Spear might have called one timeout, so 3 to each half for each team. So looks like we are going to kick from the 45, and there we go. Hassan in to kick, number 19. So he'll assume the duties again.
Yeah, it's Callum McGarry there. They're having quite the conversation, and Callum must be the ready-go guy, and having a look as to where they're going to kick the ball.
I think there's going to be a long drive through the middle and squib maybe. No. Nice intermediate zone. Ball is touched by 45. Kicks up the ball. Or is that 48? That's Hankinson. Nicely touched.
Hankinson
tackled by number 4.
Takes it back for a couple of yards. Tackled by.
Good solid run and good solid tackle there by both players.
Jacob Day with the tackle on there, but I like that job of Hankinson fielding the ball, not letting it go to the next level. Some of these teams have been waiting on it, and the ball has skipped on through. So nice job by Hankinson returning the ball out to about the 42. Pretty sure-handed receiver, so you don't fret too much when, as a coach, that Hankinson takes the ball and rambles upfield.
Definitely a lot more nimble than his father.
Is that Hanks Jr.?
I believe it is.
Oh, my God. That is fantastic. I haven't seen Hank since he's been on the ice last couple seasons, but a great athlete in his own right, and his son looking to one-up him here. So a nice job by Mr. Hankinson to get that return. Oh, the ball is fumbled. Travis Snood, nice job to
juggle that. Ball gets a few yards before he's brought down.
To hang on to that, pick up a gain of 3.
That was quite the juggling job. That could have been costly for them.
Boyer with the tackle.
He not reeled that in, but
set up 2nd and 7 for the Steelhawks.
Showed quite the pair of hands there.
So I think you did a nice job making the adjustment to get back to the ball and to open his shoulders and reel it in. Nice gain of 3 on the play, considering a broken play, but Wooten marching with his team. Hands off after a misdirection there. Polson's able to break loose. There's that ball coming loose.
Polson.
And again, enough for a first down. Gain of about 17 yards on the play. Bring it up inside the White Pines Wolverines.
Well, he had more moves than Michael Jackson after that play. He gave us a little boogie fever and celebrating that good hard run.
Although, celebrate all you want, but that ball was hanging out there like a loaf. I thought the White Pines were going to strip that ball like they had in the first half. So a nice job by the Polson, the back for the Steelhawks, but he'll have to put that one away, and I'm sure his coach will remind him of that. All right, 1st and 10 inside the Wolverines. There's that sweep. Travis Snood out, 55, Polson leading, running away from his blockers and able to take it inside the 40, down to the 33.
Travis with a beautiful run around the far side. Running about to number 3.
Another terrific run by Travis Snood. You know, he's looks like he's one of the heart and soul of that team right now, and as much as they're sharing the ball, he's made the big runs and the big plays when they've needed him.
Yeah. And that's a nice luxury when you have that many weapons. You know, you can't key on Hankinson, you can't key on Travis Snood or Clement. They'll beat you with one or all. And
reminder,
we haven't even seen Wooten rolling out in the second half and having to pass. So
pizza and various snacks.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Depot and Coach Scott on the White Pine side. They're trying to make some adjustments and probably going to press those halves and those corners up into the flat area, and they haven't been throwing the ball that much, so I think they can come up in coverage and make sure that they got it covered before they're giving that free yards up.
Yeah. And again, a lot of these offense coordinators are not comfortable at the junior level to rely heavily on the pass, so it's sometimes by default that it's going to be a run play, and it can work in two ways. You can fool them as an offense coordinator and spring them for a long vertical route, but as a defense you can pinch a little more, throw a little blitz, bring up your backs, roll some guys up. So
I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Klooster here. It's first down, and they're on the White Pine side of the field, the 32. Just about him to call another one of those pass plays. He hasn't thrown one yet on this drive, and they're running the ball successfully, but he might want to keep White Pines on their toes, depending on what kind of coverage he sees here on the first two downs of this series.
And I think he just looked up to the booth here and gave you the thumbs up, so he agrees. So.
Be interesting to see what adjustments White Pines made here on defense. They've been in their base defense the whole game and making a few adjustments here and there, but looks like the backers are creeping towards the line a little bit, so hoping to get a little pressure on that quarterback before he hands the ball off.
And this is where you worry whether the White Pines Wolverines are able to,
to lead the offense again.
Survive the rigors of four quarters of football. Starting to get tired as you guys are going a couple ways. Ball's thrown, man wide open. Oh my goodness, number 13. What's that back? Mason Deschamps wide open.
And his ball's incomplete.
Nice ball delivered by Wooten. So like you said, at first down they go to pass, and a perfect ball right in the midst, and sometimes that's too easy, right?
Yeah, you're overlooking, you're excited, and there's nobody in front of you, and you're trying to reel it in, and it was the perfect play call. White Pines had cover zero set up on that. They had nobody back deep, and he just ran his pattern, and he had it. And it was a terrific ball there also by Dylan Wooten.
Deschamps going to see that one on replay and recognize I shouldn't have been practicing my touchdown dance. I should have just caught it first. And speaking of touchdown dance, Clement might need one here. He's running inside to the 10.
Nice. Clement with a great run. It's all the way down to almost the 15. Tackle.
Moving the sticks again, so even though they didn't get the touchdown, they certainly gained back a lot of what was lost on that incomplete pass. But nice job by Clement, and of course he's running hard and lots of yards for him. So it'll be tough to pick these team essentials, Wendy's, Sault Ste. Marie players of the game a little later. But
every time that Superior Heights needs a big play, Clement comes up and makes a terrific run. So hats off to the coaching staff and the player to make those great plays there.
There's Wooten outside with the pitch to Travis Newt, makes one guy miss, and
pitch to Travis Newt.
Looks like he's down inside the 5.
The 5 before he's finally brought down.
It'll set up.
DJ Pine had him cut off over there, and unfortunately, Travis Newt just turned another jet on there, and he was able to break free, and he got himself an extra 5 yards. So White Pines runs down and scores, and Superior Heights is driving the other way. Junior football at its best.
Absolutely. And we're only one play away from a fumble or ball hitting the deck and then going the other way with the momentum. But White Pines will have to dig deep here and make something happen. So ball's handoff inside to Hankinson. Hankinson takes it down to the 1, but stopped by number 55.
Hankinson with a short run.
Solomon Ward. So another great tackle by Solomon Ward, making his case for player of the game as well for the White Pines Wolverines. So that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. Is there a flag on that play?
I'm overhearing announcer Phil Mbacco there.
I thought it was referee that we were hearing, but nope. Whistle's blown. Play resumes. First and they gained a first down.
I think he was referring to the end of the clock. We're at the end of the third quarter.
Sorry.
They'll run this play and then they'll swap the field.
From right at the 1 yard line, looks like.
So they didn't score on the last play, but they made enough for a first down. So it's 1st and goal from the 1, and that's you can smell Max Clement can smell the end zone, but they elect to give it to Hankinson, and Hankinson takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Superior Heights. 26-14. They'll come out with the extra point here.
And
at this point,
Coach Klooster is going to go for 2 again.
Go for 2 to make it a 14-point margin here. Up 12 at the end of the third quarter. So again, stay tuned. We're not, don't go anywhere. We got a great finish to this one. Superior Heights reestablished their 2-score lead, but White Pines having themselves a great second half here. So fourth quarter coming up next after this 2-point conversion attempt. And I'm going to call Max Clement on this one. Wooten under center. He rolls out.
Pass.
And it's a naked Woodley. He can call his own number.
Wooten rolls out for 2.
Let's throw to Braden Brock. A little overthrown as Brock was open, but did Wooten have a chance to run it in, or was he had some defenders coming?
No, you know what? That was a design bootleg right from the get-go. He made the turn and made the pivot and circled around, and I was really surprised. They pounded the rock all the way down the field, and they were getting 5, 6, 7 yards of carry, and they made the decision to go with the pass on that one, try and catch White Pines overthinking it, but to no avail. We got a 26-14 game, and fourth quarter just about to start for us.
Yeah, so it looks like Wooten elects to throw deep to Brock. Had a little room for scamper. Could have scored maybe himself, but overthrown in the end zone to Brock. That keeps it a 26-14 lead for the Steelhawks. White Pines coming up with some big action here, looking to move that ball down the field and trim the deficit again. So.
Well, we'll see what we're going to have happen here in the fourth quarter. And, White Pines had some really good success there running the ball, doing a little blend with Adam Hassan and DJ Pine. And, it'd be crazy for Coach Boujol not to go back to that. And I know they're down. They need another good long drive. But, count on get the points first and then count on your defense to try and make a stop and turn the ball back over so you can get a shot at it.
Absolutely. It was nice to see a couple of the grade 9s out here. Isaac Simpson, number 23, getting a chance on a rep on the kick return game. So great to see everybody getting involved in this action here. And
a little bit of a squib kick.
Squib kick, they're calling it.
Called on immediately.
Fallen on by number 18, Didi Alabi.
By Alabi.
And you know what? I think that was a designed squib. I don't think they wanted to give White Pines an opportunity to break any tackles and run one back. So, they're going to take over with some great field position at the 35. And he was kicking into the wind, so I think that potentially might have been what made them make that choice. So, first down for the White Pines team. See what they can do.
And a lot of times by design, your coaches will try to stay away from those speed backs, those guys that have run back long kicks or punts in the regular season. You don't want to give them a chance to score again and trim that deficit. So nice job. The kicking game.
Pine with a good hard run. Gets 8 yards, 7 yards.
Moving around.
Eventually taken down.
Yeah, you know what? He turned a potential loss into a terrific gain, and he showed his nimbleness there and got right through, and he got them about 8 yards. So,
yeah, nice job. They're spotting it about 2nd and 2 here, so gain of 8 we'll call it. And Pine again continuing to run, continuing to lead his team here.
I gotta say, Scott, this is the best White Pines junior team game I've seen all year.
Absolutely.
And hats off to the coaching staff for getting their kids ready.
Yeah. And again, we got some more action here as Pine takes it out right. He's moving back inside. Met in the hole by number 20.
Works in White Pine's favor. Pine gets out to the 50 and a first down.
Steelhawks has enough for a first down. Tackle made by number 20, Oliver Smith. So,
well, you got big Coach Lewis over there getting a little excited. He come from one end of the bench to the other to give some coaching to one of the players on where they're missing. So if anybody knows defense, it's him for sure. So
the big man could still move at his age too, eh?
Yeah, I don't think I can keep up to him still with my bicycle.
I'll put the motorcycle up to it, and I'd still come in second. But great player in his own right back in the day, Hall of Famer, and great guy. Hassan with the ball. He's got one block. All he needs is Day to spring him. He's free, but brought down by Travis Newton. Or Joggers is stopped Nice tackle by Travis Newt, but not after a gain of 15. Not before a gain of 15 yards, bringing up first down.
Awful lot of celebrating for him making
being tackled.
He doesn't get the driving backwards. It's a forward progress, so a little late on the celebration there.
It always fascinates me how these young athletes love to celebrate a big tackle after a first down given up. But again, something to be excited for. These boys are playing hard.
I think they're watching too many of them NFL guys celebrating after they made a big play after a 20-yard gain.
Yeah. And snap handed to Pine. Pine just carries the pile. Oh, ball's out! And it looks like the Spear Heights Steelhawks have recovered. So, unfortunately,
Pine way to a first down, but the ball popped out. It's recovered by Superior Heights.
A nice rush, but unable to hold the ball, and Spear Steelhawks come up with the ball. I think it was 18, Travis Snoot maybe with the recovery. So,
you know what? Pine had a great run going there, and he gained an extra 7 yards just by pushing the pile by himself, and ended up was pushing so hard he wasn't able to hold onto the ball so tight. So, unfortunate break for the White Pines team. They were really on a roll there. They had already pushed the ball down to the White Pines 35-yard line. So, unfortunate turn of events for them. Now they got to try and get that ball back.
Especially for Pine, who's been running the ball so well, and taking that offense on his own and leading. So. All right, so we got Steelhawks first down. Wooten rolls out. He's got guys deep. He's got a couple options. He elects to pull it down, and he's got the sideline. He could run out of bounds smartly about the 55-yard line. So
he runs for
nice job.
Yards and
decent job on the White Pines defense to cover deep in coverage there, but Wooten able to turn the corner and get upfield.
Eventually forced on the
fake the pass.
Anthony Hunt.
And able to march up to the 54-yard line where Steelhawks will take it just inside their territory.
Well, we've got about 8 minutes to go here, and I'm sure Coach Depot's trying to send those guys in and send a blitz potentially and try and get the ball back. You got to stop that big potent run of Superior Heights.
There we go. There's Clement on the outside, turns it back in. Pines in on the tackle, but not after a big gain of about 12, 13 yards. Number 3, Anthony Hunt also helping out with Pine on the defensive side.
Hunt and Pine with the tackle.
We forgot to mention earlier that our corporate champions here on Superior Catholic District School Board, Northern Sports Excellence, freeze frame photos by Bob Davies, Wendy's of Sault Ste. Marie, Team Essentials, Maximus Rose, Elite 8 Basketball Academy, and True House Sports Radio are all jumping in to bring you this game and supporting our local athletes here. As Wooten drops back, he's got the rollout. He has a little pressure by 55, looks like a hold on the play. Throwing in a plate, got a late flag, which would probably be
incomplete.
Late hit, or we'll see where that comes. But from where I stood, there was probably a hold on the offensive line there, trying to protect their quarterback rolling out.
I'm not sure what referee Grev threw his flag for. I didn't get to see that, but I would definitely agree that referee Fitzpatrick definitely saw a hold there on that interior line. So depending on what the penalty call is here, we'll see what it's going to transpire.
And Wooten's done a nice job of rolling out, usually under dress, and nice
it's gonna be
work to either get loose or unload the ball. But White Pines with some nice pursuit, and I think they were rewarded there with a penalty. So they'll march that back. I don't see yet what the second.
Looks like a rough play, Scott, so it's going to be a double penalty because it was transpired after the play, so it's going to be about a 20-yard penalty.
So it looks like it's
a nice break for the Wolverines. Set the
Steelhawks.
Steelhawks back into their zone. They'll take over at their 51. 1st and 10 with 7:09 to go in the 4th. So the time is now for these White Pines Wolverines. They're going to have to either force a down and out, or force a turnover that puts the ball back in their hands, allows them to march down the field. So Wooten hands off to Travis Newt. Travis Newt able to break a tackle, able to carry the ball out inside the 50 to the 45.
He got all
51,
that.
Caleb McGarry.
He got all that extra yards on the penalty back, so now they're going to be second and back to their original 10 yards. No, potentially 12. It looks like he didn't quite get them all back, but
nice carry by Travis Sanut. But again, when you're first and 25, it's a long way to hold.
Sets up second and 12.
So second and 12 is your call. Wooten under center. There's that wing tee. That's a sweep. Going to send it to Travis Sanut. Just enough block by Clement to get his man out to the corner.
Travis Sanut gets his number
Runs
called
out of
again.
bounds.
Out of bounds by Strawbridge. Gets to about
Ball is spotted at the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
So it looks like they're short a couple. Will bring up 3rd and 2 on the play. And again, a big stop here needed by the White Plains Wolverines if they're going to
34,
force a punt.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 is the official call on the field.
yeah, I imagine one of the big backs is going to get the ball here. Dylan Wooten seemed to be talking to number 48 there, Drew Hankinson, so could be his play here. Nope, faked us out, and Travis Sanut with the ball again.
And again, Travis Sanut still on his feet, running hard yards for a long, lanky
Travis Sanut gets the first
back.
down, refuses to go down, gets a couple more.
You were calling
Johnson
Hankinson's number, and I would agree with that, but Travis Sanut enough and up to the task and able to get the first down, so a little bit of a backbreaker there for the White Plains Wolverines. They needed to stop on 3rd and 1, but
they're definitely going to need a turnover here if they got any hope in trying to come back from this deficit.
yeah, even a field goal at this point would put them up 15 points, which is
Still
not
two
insurmountable, but still 2 big scores. And the way that White Pines has been moving the ball, it's going to be tough and inside 5 minutes to achieve that.
Hand off to Clement.
Nice tackle by 21, Preston Johnson,
Good for
with
a
help
couple
from
yards.
number 4, Jacob Day. Pickup of a few yards on the play. Looks like a gain of 3 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 7. And Superior Heights just happy to run down the clock a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to get a steady dose of run here now.
Yeah, there's no reason to get up in the air,
Coach
especially
Klooster.
as long as you're marching.
Be surprised to see Coach Klooster throw the ball here.
Although Wooten has been doing a nice job getting the ball out to his receivers, but like you said, keep it on the ground, high probability, maintaining the ball. There's Polson. He goes, breaks a few tackles. 3 is the only one to stop and breaks through him. And he's in for the touchdown. Polson with a beautiful run. Broke 2 tackles to get there. Ball was at the 22-yard line, so a 22-yard score for Polson, bringing the lead a little more out of reach for the White Pines Wolverines as the Steelhawks go up 32-14. So an 18-point lead now, and extra point coming on here with number 2, Wooten, in to do the kicking honors.
Yeah, hats off to, actually both line plays today for both teams. They really made a difference in the run game. We've seen a ton of running today, but the dominant line from the Superior Heights definitely made a difference today.
Yeah. And again, hats off to both these teams. A great action, a great, well-played game as they go for the 2-point conversion. Thrown to Drayden Brock.
Attempt is no good.
Incomplete in the end zone. Nice ball thrown, but Brock unable to haul it in. So, like I said, tribute to both of these teams, and hats off to both these coaching staffs for having these kids prepared. 32-14 game, but certainly a lot closer than that. That indicates White Pines just maybe ran out a little bit of gas. That short bench, little tough to play 4 full quarters when you're rolling both ways, and some special teams for some of these players. They gave it their all. Still looking for their first win, but looks like Superior Heights is going to come up on top of this one. So
you got to give them a lot of credit. That White Pines team, it's this 100%. I've watched every one of their games this year, and this has been their best effort all year. They're really getting some cohesiveness there, and hats off to the coaching staff for making and developing those kids, right? So.
And you know what, when you look at this, and if you enter the season as a coach for one of these teams, you're always looking at or this season at least, looking at the Cora Colts in the junior loop, at least to be the odds-on favorite. So you come in as an underdog every week, and you preach that to the boys, and you tell them, listen, we got to just get better every week, and you peak at playoff time. And in playoffs, anything can happen. You win one game at a time. Might find yourself in a final, and who knows what happens then, right? With the weather being what it is in Northern Ontario, with you progressing and showing some momentum, you know what? You still have to go out there and play the game and execute. And like you said, those White Pines Wolverines have shown much progress, more than any other junior team in this loop, and they're poised for great things. So hats off to Superior Heights. Are probably going to win this one going away. As we look a little offside here on the flag.
That's a lot offside.
Okay, a lot offside. And number 4, scrambling, almost out of gas. Poor Jacob Day, working hard, and a little bit of a cramp there, and trying to lateral it to number 19, Adam Hassan. But like I said, both these teams came out and gave your spectators here a great game to watch, some great action. We want you to make sure that you join us at 7:30 for the senior action between these two teams. Looking for a great game later tonight. 7:30 here at the Fieldhouse. Come on down. It's a beautiful night. Lights are on. It's a nice, cool evening. Bring a sweater, but come cheer on your Sault Ste. Marie athletes here.
Yeah, we've been definitely treated to some great weather over the course of the last few weeks, and you know, today was no different. You know, we had a little bit of rain overnight, and then I went outside my office this morning about 11 o'clock, and I couldn't believe how hot it was.
White Pines.
We golfed on Tuesday, and it felt, somebody said, it felt like an August night. So it's some beautiful weather for football, and so glad you could join us here on Saultsports.com, True Host Radio. Make sure you join us again, like I mentioned, for the 7:30
gets out past the 30, eventually tackled. Looks like number 45.
45 on the tackle, Kenyon Williamson for the Superior Heights Steelhawks. So it looks like these White Pines showing no sign of quit. They're going to play it to the buzzer, and Strawbridge looking to get maybe some passing yards in the air here as they scramble down 18 with 3:44 to go.
You know, Adam Hassan's really ran the ball well in this back half, and he's definitely somebody that White Pines is going to count on in the future when he moves up to the senior program. And you know, he's doing a terrific job out there, but White Pines' running game has definitely evolved tonight, and I hope they keep building on that for the playoffs.
Nice little bit of dancing going on.
And I'm sure Coach Wilbaz was licking his chops at the prospect of, not that he's looking forward to next year, but or not looking ahead, but certainly next year bodes well for the program, as he will graduate a lot of these junior players up to the senior ranks, and he's probably very excited at the prospects of these guys joining next year.
Yeah, for sure. You know, they got some terrific young talent moving up, and hopefully White Pine gets a good crop of grade 9s coming in for next year. There's a lot of young grade 9s on this White Pines team as well, so you know, it's nothing but a bright future for them if they can play this well so far.
Pine with a great job to get away from a few tacklers, making about 8 yards on the play on first down to bring up 2nd and 2.
Of the Steelhawks.
And you mentioned it, Coach. You know, these White Pines juniors this year fielding a lot of grade 9s who are getting reps and valuable time on the field. A lot of times when you're the same areas Knights or the Cora Colts and you have 60 on your roster, a lot of the grade 9s come in and they're
Oliver Johnstone
in a back seat position where they get to watch a lot of film, get to practice every day, but don't get a lot of game film and game time. And a lot of these Wolverines grade 9s are forced in by fire to a situation, but they learn great experience from that. So,
what a terrific catch there by DJ
Beautiful
Pine.
job by DJ Pine, underscoring what is
already been a great game.
So
catch by Pine. He gets
nice job to adjust to the Strawbridge offering and hauls it in for a first down. So again, that White Pines offense showing great flashes of brilliance, right? And like you said, moving forward, it's going to be nice to see them come playoff time.
You know, I guess we're at that point of the game, Scott, where we can give out a few honorable mentions. And, you know, that entire defensive line we talked about earlier, defensive and offensive line for Superior Heights, you know, they really controlled the trenches a lot. But hats off to the White Pines lines. Both of them had honorable mention as well. So, you know, some terrific play. There was some terrific play out of all the running backs for Superior Heights. And got to hand it to them. They really had all their reps and practice paid off because they ran the ball excellent today.
They did.
You know, honorable mention for White Pines as well as their line. I think you know, on defense they really stood up. We had a couple of JD Boyer had a good game. You know, Jacob Day also had a terrific game for White Pines. He caught a couple of passes, defended a few, ran some kickoffs. You know, jack of all trades player, and that's a guy that you can build on. So, honorable mention for those two gentlemen.
Well done. We'll bring it up 1st and 10 here from the 48-yard line. So obviously Wolverines looking to score maybe one more touchdown and get something for the momentum and for the game film, so they can find something that works. They can bring into next week. There's Hassan, turns it up inside, and again, he's able to get through a bunch of tackles.
He gets
out past the first down, 12 yards on the carries. So again, a nice job by Hassan, who's having himself a day here today.
Yeah, we got a plethora of flags on the play. I'm going to guess whether it be in the holding nature here, or I didn't happen to see anything else. But there's 2 flags. Referee Grev and referee Fitzpatrick both threw a flag. So we're going to see who they're going to talk to.
And a nice job of these Superior Heights Steelhawks coaches to get some of their grade 9s in here, and some of the second stringers, including Zoe Goche, number 4, and number 15, Marie Turgeon, man in the backside, and the safety spots for the Steelhawks. So let's hope they get some action here and get their jerseys dirty and get the few valuable reps in there as they move forward in their football careers.
Looks like there was a flag on both sides there, Scotty, getting back to what they called too many men on field for Superior Heights and holding on White Pine, so it'll be a first down repeated.
Cool. And number 8, Juan Yara, and number 34, Colton DeVoe, also in on the defense for these Steelhawks. So number 89 as well, Kane Lambert, getting a shot here. So a lot of guys coming on for their first reps of the game. Let's hope they get on the score sheet here as they chase after number 19, Hassan, and you're going to be chasing because he's moving. And he scampers down the sideline. Nice job to pursue, but they can't catch Hassan, and he's in for the touchdown.
62 yards.
62 yards on the carry, and nice job by Hassan to catch the corner and just go for daylight here. So that is a great job by Hassan. 1:52 to go, closes the gap to 32-20. Might be a little too late, but Coach, never say never.
You know what, I'd like to throw another honorable mention in there really quick. Adam Hassan. I mentioned in the first half that he's got to learn to turn that ball up the field and instead of trying to beat everybody. And I don't know, maybe somebody on the sideline picked it up as well. I got to think, because he definitely, stood out after he had first quarter, because he's running north-south and, making kids pay to tackle him. And there you saw a glimpse of how fast he is. So.
And a big, long, lanky back, too, but he doesn't look like he has a lot of size, but he sure carries a lot of tackles.
And he got himself a 2-point
running it into the end zone and not happy just to cross the line, puts a lick on number 34, Colton DeVoe, and nice job to score. Nice 2-point conversion there. Makes it 32-2. No.
Well, the scoreboard's saying 32-22, but I'm not sure if they've added those extra points on yet.
All right, we'll see where that brings us, but anyway, an onside kick coming off. 22 is the score, so it's a 10-point game. So my apologies. 1:52 to go, 32-22, a 10-point game, so we'll need a touchdown and a field goal to tie for the White Pines Wolverines. I'm assuming maybe we'll see a little electrifying onside kickery.
Yeah, you know what? 22 points, that's quite a bit of offense for White Pines in this game. And, the score is 32-22, but it's definitely not indicative of how the game went today. It was a break here or there, and, that fumble cost them a little bit on both teams. So hats off to both of these junior teams for putting on a good show tonight.
We talked about it at the outset about some of these mistakes that are made, some of the penalties that are tacked on, or I think about that 3rd and 1 where Spear was able to get the freebie and reset the downs and go 1st and 10 instead of forcing a stop by the Wolverines on 3rd and 1. So again, those little plays that ends up costing you.
So Hassan to kick off.
1:52 to go again, like we said. White Pines to kick. Let's see who's back. Looks like Travis Snoot and Hankinson maybe back.
Well, I can't see the player on the far side of the field as well, so it looks like a
4:45 maybe. That makes a little more sense. No. Anyway, little hard to see across the diamond here, but it looks like White Pines is ready to set to kick. Hassan doing the duties. They'll probably try to kick it onside here and try to recover the ball. Looks like there's a little confusion there, but Hassan goes deep. So ball is free, no receivers back to pick it up. As Travis Snood elects to go back to the 10, and he's down on a knee, so.
Travis Snood picks it up, takes it, but he is down.
Well, I think one of the Superior Heights players got a little bit of a break there. He pulled Adam Hassan down when he was trying to run downfield and got away with a little bit of a hold there. That ball would have been back even further. So I'm sure that you're going to see a big dose of the run game here, and Coach Kluster is going to run out the clock, and hats off to both teams again.
Absolutely. And I'm thinking that might have been a little confusion on that kickoff. I would have think if you're trying to get the ball back, an onside kick might have been the order of the day, but obviously they did a nice job pinning them deep. They're starting about the 10.5-yard line, but with 1:47 to go, one first down by the Steelhawks, it might spell the end for the Wolverines on this night.
Yeah, you know what? The kicker can recover that ball just as well, and Adam Hassan was booking it down the field trying to make sure that he could get there. So.
All right. Looks like a botch snap there. It looks like Wooten was able to haul it in, but wasn't tackled on the play. Maybe an offside on that play. But
or was the play even whistled in, Scott?
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
It could be.
Referee wasn't able to whistle it in. Ball was snapped prematurely, so they're going to replay that down. No penalty on the play. Or it backed them up 2 yards, though, so we'll look at the tape and we'll get back to you on that. But 1:47 to play regardless. Second and 12, it looks like. So they give it off to Clement, and again, along the ground, as you mentioned, he brings it out to the 24-yard line.
A good 10, 12-yard run.
So things get a little heated out there as boys are still playing for keeps.
Ty Walls.
Steelhawks up 10, but
White Pines was a player short there, and they had to run a guy on late. So they were turning around looking at their coaching staff and asking them to send another player out, and the ball got snapped, so they weren't even ready for the snap.
Nonetheless, it's a first down for the Steelhawks, and like I said, maybe one more first down, and that might. They're not doing much, taking the time off the clock. Nice pursuit in there by 32, tackling 48.
Immediately by
32 is J.D. Boyer, who mentioned
for the juniors.
At least almost close to a dozen tackles today, maybe 8, 10 tackles. Having himself a big game here.
Well, Scott, should we do up the player of the game? Well, I think, you know what? I think Superior Heights is a little bit potentially in the a player controversy at quarterback here. Dylan Wooten came in and did a terrific job today. Coach Kluster's got to be ecstatic on what he's done. And, he made some plays, ran the ball, executed the pitch outs and had a terrific game. So player of the game for
he's pulled down Heights, eventually pushed out of bounds.
Dylan Wooten.
Somewhere on the first down marker, not sure.
I would agree too, and as an offensive coordinator, or as a coach for the Steelhawks, bringing in your second, you don't want him to do too much. Wooten did a great job delivering the ball. Had a few nice passes, did some great job rolling out, but just delivered the ball to all his weapons and got it there. A couple little missed snaps, but for the most part, a solid game for Wooten, and did some jobs on the kicking duties too. So very deserving for our Wendy's Team Essentials player of the game, number 2, Dylan Wooten. Brings you a 3rd and 1 here, so Steelhawks looking to close it out. Looks like a little encroachment, 55. Lawrence Solon Ward, who had himself a big day. Looks like he got a little excited and jumped. So again, there's that 3rd and 1.
Yeah, there's another free first down, right? So
it cost us earlier, so.
And I think, for White Pines, there's quite a few players that stood out today, but it's hard to negate. We've had him as a player of the game in the past, but, he stood out so much tonight, I don't know how you can't give it to him. He had probably close to all-purpose yards, around 150 yards between his catching and his passing, and you can't not put out the toughness that he did. He had the one fumble, but DJ Pine, player of the game for White Pines.
Absolutely. Undisputed, unanimous up here in the booth here as Hankinson goes for a scamper, looking for his second touchdown today, running through number 11. Nice job at 11 to hang on. Damon Belanger, who's had himself a big game too, but there's Hankinson out past the 55 into territory for the Pines Wolverines, down to about the 43. So 47 seconds to close. I'd like to see the Steelhawks run a couple hard ones on the ground, but use that clock as it's blown in now.
Yeah, you know what? They're almost at that point. You're up enough. Take the knee, run the game out, and White Pines is not going to call a timeout on this. So after this play, they got to take a knee.
And a great job by both teams of playing hard right to the finish here, as Travis Newt looks like takes it up
Boyer
for a gain of 5. J.D. Boyer
3-4 yards.
on the tackle.
Hankinson with the carry.
Hankinson, the carrier there. My apologies. And again, got a few.
Yeah, I think the referees are coming in, and they're in here close. So this is just going to be a kneel down to close the game. Great sportsmanship by Coach Klooster.
It's a formality here now with your score 32-22. We're closing out this junior action. Hope you can join us at 7:30. We'll take a little break here at Saultsports.com, True House Radio. Come back and join us for the second half. Scott McPherson with Coach Ray Bazwa saying thank you for joining us. And thank you to two fantastic teams for a wonderful football game. So it's 32 Superior Heights, White Pines Wolverines 22. We'll see you in 10 or at 7:30 rather for the senior tilt featuring these Steelhawks versus the Wolverines in senior action.
Thank both teams for a great game.
Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Thank you very much.